Look, I'm at the gym. This isn't the gym. This is the gym office. See, the gym's out there. You guys know Ryan. This is my trainer. Today is measurement day. It's an important day. We got the tape out. It's an important day because this is gonna show, oh God, this is gonna show us how much work I've done, if I've done any work. He's like, this guy over here has no idea what's going on. He doesn't know what YouTube is, it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna set this down somewhere. Where can I put this down?
Yeah, right there's good.
We're gonna do it right here. Team, hold on. I'm not a good YouTuber. I didn't preset this shot, but we're gonna do it right like this. Okay.
Okay. Let's go arm out.
This one?
Let's actually go down this side.
Down the Do I flex?
Right now I'm just gonna stay relaxed.
Okay. I'm nosy, now I gotta look at everything. We didn't do arms last time.
No.
Do I wanna go up here or lower here?
You know, this kind of depends. Whenever you flex out.
Okay.
So you
guys, don't get too intimidated. That's exactly 11.
Yep. So yeah, arms seem to trim up a little bit because before they were a little, about half an inch bigger.
Okay.
So yeah, arms trimmed up. Then we'll go waistline. Is this right about navel?
It's right here.
There, go. So that stayed the same.
Is that good?
Yeah. I would have liked to have seen a little decrease here just because, I mean, it's always nice to see like waistline through, but let's see what the hips and thighs measure out to be.
Okay.
Because sometimes it can just be distributed. So right there about bone line. Let's go.
It stayed exactly the same.
Yep. Slippery.
We haven't even sweated yet. They're exactly the same.
It's dead on.
It went down there.
Yep, down there.
That's good.
Yeah, cool. So measurement-wise, basically hips.
Okay, we're gonna do this.
Okay.
Yep, okay.
So basically measurement-wise, your arms trimmed up about half an inch.
Okay.
And then waist to the thigh stayed about the same until your lower thigh basically has stayed. So
that's from all those squats.
Yep, so everything through here essentially is kind of set the same, but appendage-wise, arms and lower portion of
we should give some context. So we started in, hold on, we can't do this.
Yep.
We started in July, right? And we started at like, what's the biggest one? Here.
Yep.
My thigh was 23 and a half, and now we're all the way down to 21 and 3/4.
Yep.
So it's 2 full inches.
Well, even your hips. Your hips
41.
41 and 3/4.
Now we're at 39, so 2 full inches almost there.
Exactly.
Over 2 inches.
You're still down. Now you're down about a full inch through the lower thigh because you're at 18 and a half before. 18, so you've seen a gradual decrease in thigh size.
Cool.
And
calves are smaller too.
Yep. That's probably from a little more cardio.
Now we're gonna go celebrate. We're gonna skip gym day and we're gonna go to Jack in the Box. Hey guys, so I am back home, and as you guys just saw, I did the measurements today at the gym, and I've been home for a while and wanted to kind of just follow up and talk about what happened. You could probably tell as I was going through it, I was trying to act really excited, but I was really discouraged, and I had hoped that I would have more of an improvement. So the improvements that we were looking at, just to kind of give you some background context, the improvements that you were seeing were from November. So the last time that we took a measurement was November 19th. So the last time I was really going hard at the gym, because I took a trip, as you guys know, I took a trip to Mexico, and I really wanted to be in shape and feel good when I was on the beach in Mexico. So the measurements that you saw in the video that we were referring to were from back in November. Now, if you guys also remember, in December, there were holidays. I took a break. I was gone in San Francisco for a week. We had Christmas break. And then it was like Dylan was here for New Year's Eve. And then I came down with mono, and I was sick all of the entire month of January. And then February kind of came and went. I was going to the gym like here and there. But throughout this entire process, it's also important to know that I didn't start changing my eating habits until last month. So I wasn't changing the way that I ate until the middle of March of last month. So the entire time I've been working out, since I started working out last August, I've never changed my eating habits. And I used to eat out fast food like probably 4-5 meals a week, which is not good, but I used to, whether that was like Starbucks and a breakfast sandwich for breakfast, or whether it was like McDonald's for lunch, or whatever fast food was. I was eating hamburgers and tacos and all that kind of crazy stuff from fast food. So I had made those improvements from August to November, working out 2 times a week on average, and not changing my eating habits. So I had hoped that going for 5-ish weeks, it's been, about 5 weeks, I was hoping that going super hard, being at the gym 5 days a week, and really cutting down my calories to like 1,000 calories a day, eating every 2 hours, in 10 hour, like for 10 hours in the middle of the day, and then, 200 calories each time, that I would have had seen significant losses. And the fact of the matter is that I didn't lose weight, I actually gained weight. I gained about 3 pounds, 4 pounds consistently. And that's like everyday weighing on average. I gained 4 pounds to what I was previously. So needless to say, I was really disheartened. And what I wasn't taking into consideration after talking to my trainer was that everything that I had worked for in November, I gained back when I got sick with mono. And being out for the holidays and whatever, because I didn't change my eating habits. I was just not working out, and I was eating a different way. So this leads me to like why I am kind of disheartened about this, and something happened today. Do you ever feel like karma happens, where like you get upset about something and then something happens and you kind of like put everything into perspective? So I was really upset about it. I cried. I was not happy, and the reason why I cried about it was because I struggle a lot with the way that I look. I know that you guys, I'm not saying this as a call for someone to comment and say like, oh, you're perfect the way that you are, you're great, you're wonderful. My struggle is I don't feel comfortable in my own skin. I feel like I should be thinner. I feel like I have, like, my thighs are pretty thick. I feel pretty good about like my like belly button up, but like everything belly button down, I don't feel good about, and I want to be thinner. I want my weight to be lower. I had a goal in my mind that I never wanted to be, personally, just from my body type, I never wanted to be at like 150, and just full transparency, I'm 144 right now, so I feel like I'm kind of close to, in my head, where I always said like that's my like don't go there zone. I'm close to the don't go there zone, despite the fact that I, for 5 weeks, have gone ham and been working out and not cheating and not eating gluten and not eating dairy and like doing all of this stuff. And it's really disheartening for me because I feel like I'm just destined to not feel comfortable with the way that I look. And it's a tough thing to do, but I wanted to talk about it because I today was on my computer, and I was uploading a video and in my recommended bar was a video by Graveyard Girl, and I tweeted the video out if you guys want to go check it out. And basically she talks about her insecurities with her teeth and how people call her out all the time and how they whatever, and she doesn't have insecurities with her teeth. She embraced it. She's like, you know, everybody's weird, everybody has something. This is how my body decided to grow, and I embrace that, and I'm fine with it. And if you're not, then whatever. Like, the way that I look shouldn't bother you. And I think that that's, it kind of like rang a bell for me, because I sat down and thought about, like, why am I not comfortable in my own skin? Like, what is it about me that I have a problem with? Is it that I don't feel pretty? Is that I feel like I don't feel pretty in comparison to other people? Like, what is it that actually bothers me? And I know that part of it for me is that I am not a super confident person in the way that I look. I've just never felt that way. I've never felt like I was a super attractive person. I think I'm cute, and they talked about this in the previous video about body confidence. And I was doing the stuff to look good for me and to look in comparison to what I thought somebody else's body type was. And I think that's where I'm getting hung up, and that's what I don't want you guys to do, and what I don't want anyone else to, like, put those same pressures on themselves, to have to feel like they have to hold themselves up to another standard. Because the thing that my trainer told me was that I actually, like, with my body type, and I am obviously not gonna, like, stand up and pull my shirt up so you guys can see it, but with the way that my body type is right now, I actually cannot lose any more inches in my actual waist. Like, my actual, like, where my belly button sits waist is small enough that, like, you can see, like, my ribs. Like, I can do this and poke my rib cage, like, on my skin. There's no fat there. So there are parts of my body that I physically cannot lose any more weight. That's just how my body was designed. It's just how I'm a curvy girl. When he measured my hips, like, you could feel my hip bones. Like, I'm just meant to be thick, and that's okay. I don't not like that. But I was upset because I thought I would fix it. I thought that I would be happy with the way that I look, and I'm not. And I think I've also had a really stressful week this week. Both of my surviving grandparents are in the hospital. One has congestive heart failure, and the other one is having seizures, and he has strokes, and he can't talk now, and it's very stressful for me. And my mom's not here because she's with my grandpa in another state, and then, like, it's just, there's a lot going on. And I think that this was, like, the thing that, like, I was looking to, like, this is the thing that I've been controlling. Like, I can't control those other aspects, and so I was working out, and I was controlling what I was eating, and I was focusing on being positive, and I was really hoping that I would make a difference, and I didn't. And the difference that I made was getting right back to where I was in November, which is good, because I'm back to where I was. Like, whatever I had gained from being sick with mono and not paying attention to what I ate, I lost, which is good news, right? But I'm still not, like, where I want to be with, like, my legs and what's going on with that. And so the goal now is to continue the eating habits that I have, stay on the same meal plan and the same calorie count and all of that, continue no gluten, no dairy, which, by the way, were not recommendations from my trainer. They are things that I'm doing for my own sanity. I actually can't have dairy, and then the gluten for me is because if you tell people you can't have gluten and you can't have dairy, you'd be surprised how many things that you cut out, and how it's a lot easier to go somewhere and find things that you can eat and feel good about and stay healthy with than, like, blurring that line and eating, like, well, I can have that because it's got, you know, it's pasta, but it doesn't have dairy, and it's pasta with red sauce. Like, that's still not good for you, for me anyway, for, like, what I'm trying to do. So if you say no gluten, no dairy, you cut out, like, a bunch of stuff. Anyway, but now I'm going to be going to the gym 6 times a week instead of 5, and we're going to be focusing on cardio instead of strength training. Now, a lot of part of the weight thing is I've replaced fat with muscle, and muscle does weigh more than fat, and I get that, and I've, like, looked it up, because believe me, y'all, I didn't believe that that was, like, a real thing either. So I looked it up, and it's true. Muscle doesn't weigh more than fat, but if you take a pound of muscle and a pound of fat, the pound of muscle takes up like approximately like a sixth or something less room than fat. A pound is still a pound regardless, but it takes less room. So you can weigh the same, but look completely different because you've redistributed that weight with muscle instead of fat. So I know that part of that is a thing because we've been working a lot on strength training and I've been eating a lot of protein. I have a high protein diet. So I know that that is part of the truth. But I did this weight thing and I was filming it expecting there to be like these significant differences. And yes, I lost a little bit in my calves, and yes, I lost a little bit in my upper thighs, or my lower thighs, I'm sorry, which is all good news. There was progress that was being made, again, especially because I went back, but it wasn't what I was hoping. And I don't even know really what the point of is talking about this. I guess like everyone has body confidence issues. Don't give up. It's frustrating to me. I'm very frustrated. I was hoping I would make a lot more progress, but I think I'm more disheartened by the fact that I did all that work before, and what I didn't realize and what we should have done was taken measurements again when I got back into the gym for another baseline of like me being out of the gym for like essentially 3 months, so that I would have felt like I made progress, but now I just kind of felt like I was stagnant and I just busted my ass for like 6 weeks. So that's where I am. So I'm not over yet. Hopefully everything next week in our costumes next to Yami and Lizzie looks good and I don't look and feel really self-conscious and thick. Yeah, I'm not gonna cry in this video, but like if you guys can tell, like I'm actually pretty upset about it. I wish I felt better. I wish that I felt healthier. I feel healthier. I feel good. Like I don't feel sluggish. I feel like I have a lot of energy. I feel good about the diet and I feel good about controlling what I eat because I feel like I'm making good choices, but I don't feel 100% confident in where I want to be. And that's what's upsetting to me because I really want to be. I think part of it is a confidence issue, which is a mental thing, and that's not a thing that working out can fix. And so I probably need to like do some soul searching on that. But the bunny video did help me a little bit realize that like I'm harder on myself, not because I'm unhappy with me, but because I'm putting my pressure up against looking like other people. And I'm just not meant to look like that. I'm not meant to be petite and tiny and small. I'm a curvy girl, and I've always known that in my life. Like my hips aren't gonna get smaller, my waist isn't gonna get smaller, and they can't. Like I literally can't change that part of my body. So that's where I am. I don't even know where I'm going, so I'm gonna end the video. But I just wanted to kind of share where I was with the gym thing because I've been putting it up there, and I kind of feel like I let everybody down a little bit. But I'm gonna try harder. So I'm gonna go back to the gym, keep doing it. I'm gonna be working out in the mornings even when I'm traveling, like no excuses, no eating unhealthy. Like I really wanna push it and see if I really dedicate myself hard what I can do in another month. So we'll see. I'll update you guys in another month. I probably won't talk about it anymore because I don't wanna talk about it anymore. But that's that. So thank you all for watching and I hope you have a great day. Bye.